Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Aimpoint Practical Minirifle Winter League. Now I say Winter League because COVID has made some issues in our timing, so I now have very long hair because we've been shut down for 3 months and it's now April, not quite winter, but same thing applies. The Winter League is our shortened championship with only 4 stages as a precursor to the main British Championship, which is 6 stages. Round 1 saw Jim Starley come through with a win, just only slightly ahead of Kelvin Leeton and Tom Ellaway, with barely a percentage point covering all 3 of them. Top in the senior division was Dave Salmons, who was romping away from that one. Now round 2 shows 4 more stages here, slightly warmer than last stage, but before we go any further, let's go straight through to the shooting. Okay, this is stage 1. Now we are stretching a little bit for the first stage of the second round of the series. Starting position is between these 2 pillars here, and then you must stay within the red markers of the stage, and there's 2 micro targets to the right hand side, and 2 more they must engage over here in between the barrel and the plastic, so it's hard to see those. Then they must traverse down the stage, staying in the course of fire. Then they've got to shoot the last 6 targets at 100 metres, all staying underneath this barrier. Should be interesting. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
First up is Steve Durrant. He'll be chomping at the bit for this one, I think.
Yeah, he'll like this. Little short ones and straight and doing some prone shooting. I hope he does well.
It's kind of the only way I can see him shooting that is pro. Oh, he start from there.
Oh yeah, I see. Look, so different way of shooting it. He's shooting right at the very back. That's confidence.
There's Alpha Charlie. Oh, 4 alphas.
Yeah, I think he may be overdoing that. It's quite normal to top up at longer distance to put 3 rounds in to try and get a better score, but obviously it takes more time.
Because only 2 were the 2 highest scoring hits count.
So that's the problem, you see. He's put too many rounds in, had to do a mag change, so it's taking some time. And that third one has 3 alphas in, so he didn't need to top up. More confidence required, Steve.
Okay, shooter, are you ready?
Here's
Stand by.
Kelvin.
Now you see them shooting with a bipod now? He's gone to the back as well. You can run with a bipod that's removable on the gun. It's the only thing on the gun you'll have to take off during competitions. See, his top-ups are actually the lower score there he's gotten.
It's aiming very high, so you're all at the top of the targets.
That's the Alpha Charlie's most of them. That's good shooting.
Shooter, are you ready?
Here's
Stand by.
Jim. It's another one who will enjoy this stage.
Again, he shoots a lot of prone, so this should be suitable for him.
I think we're all alphas, those. Alpha, Alpha. Alpha, Alpha. Alpha Charlie. Alpha, Alpha. Alpha, Alpha. That's some nice shooting by Jim.
Yep, looks good.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yes, Tom Ellaway, he was caught up in the mix with Kelvin Leeton and Jim in round 1. It's not started very well there.
Yeah, left his safety on. Easily done, you know, hot head going into a stage. But between him and Kelvin especially very close. Obviously Jim just slightly ahead, so these 3 are fighting it out. He's pulling it down to the left there, you see. Nah, I think he screwed that.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
Louise Parr.
Our second lady in this this championship. Always nice to see ladies shoot in the competitions. Don't seem to get very many. It's not. Bear in mind, a 2-2 rifle has no recoil. It's something that we think was quite suitable for lady shooters, but can't force them.
That's been purposeful there. Starting from the back. We've seen everybody start from the back so far.
So watch her feet aren't outside the area there. That's one little clever little things here. If they put the foot outside that red marker, 10-point penalty per shot fired.
Does it make much difference lying prone from the back there? It's what's it, an extra 10 metres?
Zero, really, absolutely zero. The only difference being is that it's a slightly downhill slope at the beginning where they are, therefore they will make it slightly more uncomfortable. As you go further down, it levels off, so I think it's more of a comfort thing for them.
I don't think she's done particularly well there.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
Now, Tony's home range does have a 100-metre range, so he should be practiced at this. He won't be happy with that, though.
That's a bit better.
lower and to the right. But you have to catch caught 2 alphas there, same again.
Look at that grouping.
Yes, you'd be happy with that. It's interesting, all their shooting has been better as the second part of the series. They get their eye on the first 2 and then obviously get better as they go.
New the results. 4th stage 1. It was Jim taking a win ahead of Steve Doran. Look at the difference though, 50% nearly.
Yeah, I think that was the scoring. I'm pretty sure Jim scored all alphas across the back at the 100 metres, which makes a dramatic difference to score. Time-wise, you can see, again, so much faster, 20 seconds compared to 36. That's dramatic.
Yeah, and a lot of people not scoring on that stage.
Yeah, a lot of zeros is because they're just not scoring any scores at the 100 metres. It's quite tough shooting that distance, but I think a lot of people don't know where the 0 is. They could be shooting a target, but actually missing and not realising.
Okay, this is stage 2, and in this stage we're going to test their ability to shoot and balance at the same time. It's never easy. Start position is here, feet touching the markers. Then you must walk forward or run forward, and then get on this little rather wobbly balance board, and then they have to take every single shot must be on this rather rickety bit of wood. So you've got targets here, targets down the side, and then also right on the end there are 3 targets there they must shoot from around the barrier. Not easy. And then finally 3 of our wonderful yellow ball targets. All shots must be taken from this balance board.
Shooter, are you ready? Yeah. The ingenious stage by you, John.
Well, I like to put the balls out there. For some reason, our little yellow balls have a negative connotation with the shooters. I think they're great little things, as you'll see in a second. But James Thomas is quite a new shooter. And also Rupert is now, if he tries with me as ROing, gives you something else to do. But you can see him hitting the barrel. He's been hitting the barrel of the round. They see it. That won't score on the target. The round may go straight through it, but he won't go into the target.
Yeah, they don't have a huge amount of inertia, these bullets, do they?
Well, it's not that, and the round will go straight through anything, pretty much, even up to quite thick wood. But what happens is it will skip and it will change the direction, so we'll actually miss the target, or it will go in sideways, which means we won't score anyway. But the difficulty is you can hear a slight noise as a barrel, and what James did there didn't realise, thought the round was going to target, and they weren't. But he's good in the balls.
Not playing around with your balls there, John.
Okay, shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
Dave Salmons. Hopefully his gun will work properly and should have a good run.
It doesn't look comfortable, does it, shooting on that?
I don't think anybody's comfortable in there. Nice shooting there though, alphas.
It's been quick. There you go, you see? Balls are easy to shoot, you know what you're doing.
Okay, shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
So Tom Ellaway. It's quite tight that angle there, isn't it?
It is, yes. It's quite a tough little course to fire this thing. It's actually scored all alphas there with graphic.
So there's a Charlie there, but the rest of them are alphas. Be happy so far. Just one miss on the balls.
Yeah.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
It's Andy Smith from Northampton Shooting Club.
Interesting how close that green barrel is. It's so easy to hit without realising, especially if there's zeros out on the gun. It's quite a close target.
Especially if you're leaning over as well, it'll make it easy to aim.
The trick to the balls, you've got to shoot above them. If your zero is up close, you ought to shoot below them. So aim above and they go flying off. See, all the rounds are a bit too low there, last one. But good fun.
Kelvin, fast out of the blocks. That's what we expect to see. All alphas there. Nice shooting.
Nailed it. Happy with that?
Okay. Shooter, are you ready? Stand
See what
by.
Jim can do.
He's very quick in his first shot, is Jim, I've noticed. Little foot down there, but he shouldn't slow them down. He's quick in straight away and on the target. A lot quicker than most people. I think that's where a lot of his time comes from. This looks quick. Oh, that last ball though. You won't be happy with that.
No.
And bye.
It's awkward. Yeah, you see.
Yeah, he's hit it there, hasn't he?
He totally hit the barrel. I think he's getting all these pretty well. But he heard he hit the barrel, so you put extra rounds on there to hear it. See, a bit low again. There you go.
The results for stage 2 was Kelvin Leeson taking a win ahead of Tom Alloway and Jim Starley. There's a big difference between first and third there.
Kelvin did look quick there, I've got to say. I think Jim's little stutter with his foot, I think obviously came off, sloped him down a little bit. Again, pretty close to Tom though. And then Stu Durrant again, which very much is no distance. He was happy with that, I'm sure. Andy Smith, 13th. He'll be happy with that as well.
Yep. Carl Pike, first time we've seen him in the Winter League as well. And James Thomas, 16th.
And Louise Parr, again, our lady for this round, it seems, coming 18th. So she's probably happy with that shooting.
Okay, for stage 3. Now they've learned how to balance and shoot. We're going to keep them balancing, but no more walking around. Start position is balancing on this little wooden stake. Then they've got to shoot 6 mini targets at about 80-metre distance and the 3 sets of falling metal plates as well in total.
Jim Starley getting us underway for stage 3, taking the poppers down first.
Now, the trick with the poppers is to shoot them and assume they've gone down. You have to shoot and move on. If you miss, go back. But if you sit and wait for them to fall, it does take time up. You're going to call this out knowing what they're shot now, aren't you? You're a liar again,
I'm trying to see. I can't quite see. But I don't think he's as accurate standing up as he was prone.
No, it's very true. Prone shooting is much more accurate generally if you're used to doing it standing up, you're waving around. You see the gun is moving. And obviously with that many targets, it means his accuracy will drop again.
A clean run on the poppers. No idea what the targets were like, but we'll find out.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Now, David Hill's a member here. Won his first competition, certainly his first year of shooting practical shooting. Now, all these plates are calibrated, which means I shoot them before the competition to make sure they fall over. But you do need to shoot them toward the top. If you shoot it down the bottom, they'll just rattle around making a noise.
We caught a few people out last year, didn't they?
Yeah, you've got to catch the top of the plate. So in the round section below, you should be fine. Go on, make something up. I don't know, 4 alphas, 2 charlies, 3 deltas.
I'll go with that.
The sand's coming up. All we need to know is going in the sand is nice and safe.
The problem we got is after a full day's shooting, the targets got patches on it. You can't quite see where the bullets have gone.
Carl Pike now, again, new shooter, or newish shooter. Certainly his first competition.
See his arm wobbling a little bit there.
And the rain coming down, which you couldn't see it on TV in terms of how wet it was. It poured down again.
Doesn't affect the guns too much, the water.
Nah, takes a lot of rain to stop a bullet. Do you see how low he's shooting? He's shooting right at the bottom, it's not gone over. A bit higher. He's had 6 rounds so far.
Yeah, I think he's groaning at that one.
And all the time his arm is getting tired. Now he's out.
I'd move on and come back to it.
Nah, that didn't load either. You can hear it. You get used to these guns. You can hear it. It makes a nice solid click noise. You're okay. If it makes a little thud, something's gone badly wrong. See, he's hitting the plate. You can see it low down, but there you go. Higher up, mate. Higher up. There you go.
Yeah, it's moved on. He's going to come back to that one. Sometimes it's the best way. Maybe not.
When I shoot these, I actually shoot with a subsonic round going even slower. So they definitely work, but you have to hit them high up.
I'm only going off the evidence with my own eyes.
He's going to run out of ammo the way he's going at the moment.
We'll just run down and kick it over.
Yay!
Well done.
Finally.
Are you ready?
Lee Hopgood, winner of the Newcomer Cup in Season 1 of the Hook Up District Minirifle Championship.
See how Lee does. Pretty good, pretty good. Now he decided to go for the plates first, then finish off on the target. So it'll be interesting to see which is quicker. Go to plates, targets and plates, as Jim did, or do plates then targets. Or
Well,
targets and plates.
I think it was rather smooth and efficient the way Jim did it, going from left to right.
Well, you minimise your movement. Generally speaking, the rule of thumb should be you take the plates first always, because once they're down, they're down. Then you concentrate on the target. I'm here with Lee Hopgood. Now, Lee, it's your first competition, is that right?
Yes, my first year competing, and it's been a barrel of laughs, really enjoyable, and I've learnt lots of lessons today, like keep your feet inside the red line.
Yeah, sort of lesson you didn't do once, isn't it, really? So, did you enjoy round 2?
Yeah, I enjoyed round 2, a bit slippery on the bench, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good day, and I think the competing's great, but it's about learning lessons.
So here are the results for stage 3, and Jim Starley taking the win ahead of Steve Durran, less than 1% in it. Obviously, going from left to right, and that smooth transition worked well for Jim.
And look at James Thomas, 3rd, first competition. Now, James has got some military experience. Obviously, did very well with a big drop in score. But very close between Steve Durran and Jim at the 1st and 2nd.
Yeah, Louise Hard down there in 18th. Well, there's quite a few drop scores there.
You can see all of, again, longer distance where you get some mikes and some misses there will knacker your score. So you can see even down there we're getting some zeros. Okay, stage 4, last stage of the round. A bit more running and gunning this time. First of all, start position is here. Then they have to run down and shoot 6 micro targets, which are hidden behind these barriers. Once they've done those, they've got to run across the stage. And shoot 6 more micro targets, all getting hidden. And then finally, you've got 6 midi-sized targets at about a distance of about 40 metres. Nice little run and gun stage to end the day.
Sheila, are you ready?
Here's
Stand by.
Kelvin up first. Good stage to get the blood pumping at the end of the day here in the rain.
I think Kelvin just likes to run around with a gun in his hand. It seems to be his aim in life, I think he's asked. You see how quickly he is traversing across the rain. Again, the trick here is not actually hitting the target, because also they're pretty close, but also making sure you zero your rifle so you don't shoot too low, as I'm sure they were a bit low.
And you can use the stage furniture to aim and steady yourself.
Correct, yes, but I have to say, from Kelvin's perspective, I think he lost too much time there. He could have shot that standing just as well, if you ask me, but time will tell. I'm here with Kelvin, who shot very well in round 1. Round 2, how'd you get on?
Yeah, reasonably well. So I had one bad stage, 3 mics, which is going to cost me some places today. So we'll have to see how it goes overall. But the rest of the stage went pretty well, so I'm pretty happy.
But you're doing really well because you have a new baby, I now understand.
I have, yeah. So late nights, born last Tuesday. So little Oscar. So yeah, it's first time shooting as well. So it's been challenging.
Sheila, are you ready? Stand by.
Nice to hear from Kelvin there. Next up is Tony Porter. Taking on the targets on the left.
Please do not try and call those skills. There's no way you can see it. Oh, I did. Light strike. Dealt with it well though. Quick re-rack, another one. Off you go.
You don't really quite realise, do you, how wet it is out there?
Again, when I put the stage together, I didn't anticipate people would want to actually use the barriers.
See a couple of alphas there.
No one's going to believe a word. You should understand it. No one. I don't, so they won't.
Other people with younger eyes who can see will agree with me.
Sheila, are you ready? Stand by.
Matt Cox from Northampton.
I'm loving all the COVID haircuts though. It's great. It's like hippies go shooting, isn't it?
I was going to say, yeah, it's like being back in the 70s. Definitely a couple of alphas there.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you have that. 2 alphas there. You can see that.
Cox, round 2, how'd you get on?
Horror show. Absolute horror show. I got better as the day went on. First round was killed my day really, but it's been a great day. Good courses of fire. It's just good to be shooting again after a lockdown.
It's not easy after lockdown, but you ready for round 3?
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully get a bit of practice in and you know, see how we get on.
Judah, are you ready? Stand by.
I can't believe he was wearing sunglasses, to be honest.
Well, Dave would love to have a hippie haircut from COVID, I think. Oh, it's not dark, it's dark. And again, look at the rain coming down. I'm not sure that's helping the gun in this example. Nah, there you go.
Oh, you got that one wrong. Does it affect the light strikes water?
It depends. I mean, most people tend to avoid having their gun underwater. So, so suddenly when water pouring into the action, it's going to cause things, especially can do, is that obviously a 2-2 round is quite a dirty round in terms of the gun, so it can mix in with whatever's in there and make it worse. But it goes to territory. You can't just sort of put your gun out of cover all the time.
I can definitely see that, even though the rain's coming down, there's a few alphas.
So he shot that really quickly, and again, didn't need to go on a barrier. So.
I'm here with Dave Salmons, who is leading the senior category after round 1. Dave, you just shot round 2. How'd you get on?
Yeah, very well. A bit rusty after the lockdown, but it's good to be back shooting again.
Did you manage to avoid the rain earlier on?
No, I had a hailstorm in middle of one of the stages, so it was quite challenging,
Well, I guess it's Winter League. We'll see you for round 3.
Yep, certainly will do.
Cheers.
Here are results for stage 4. Jim Staley taking the win, even though he did use the furniture to steady himself. Tom Alloway second, Kelvin in third.
Again, very close in the top 3 again. Look, only 2 or 3 percentage points in it. Matt Cox did well there in 5th. Very good.
And here are the overall results for round 2. Jim Starley taking the win quite comfortably ahead of Tom Alloway and Kelvin Leeton. It's going to be those two cat and mouse, I think, Tom and Kelvin at this early stage so far.
Yes, does look pretty close between them, doesn't it, really? And again, going down to James coming in 10th there was very good. It's a good round for him. Interesting seeing these top 3. Obviously, Jim has taken the first 2 wins, which I think is going to make it hard for others. There's only 5 now because of COVID. But Kelvin and Tom, obviously neck and neck, to a second and a third each at the moment. So it must be very close in those 2.
And as you can see, we've had quite a variety of stages already, and that's only 8 stages in. So
Yep, we have a shortened range, but 3 more to go.